What's up, y'all? Welcome back to our channel, The Browns Family TV. This is Jackie coming to you with another good video. This time I'm just going to get on here and just talk because I'm going through something, and I know that a lot of you may go through. I mean, everyone has probably felt this way in their life before, but as you can see from the title, it's what to do when you are feeling unmotivated, right? So like that has, you know, everything or some to do with if you're feeling unmotivated to continue to grow that business or exercise, or even like day-to-day life things like being a mom, being a dad, being a wife, spouse, husband, just whatever responsibilities or titles you hold, you know, in your life. It's probably one time in your life that you felt unmotivated to do those things. So in my experience, what I'm going through right now is if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm doing the 90-day cardio challenge, right? Because it was important to me to hone in on my inner self with self-care after having a third child, because I dealt with postpartum, I would say baby blues, not really like postpartum depression in my opinion, because I wasn't thinking about hurting myself or my child or anything like that, but I was sad a lot from my first two pregnancies. So I told myself, you know, with this third one, I already know how my feelings, how my hormones kind of go after having, you know, two other children. I'm like, okay, this third one, my third child, I'm going to try something different. So for me, that was exercising. That was like, I'm going to be committed to a challenge and I'm going to stick by it, because for me, exercising makes me feel good. You know, it gets my brain going in the morning. It helps me look in the mirror and know that I'm doing something to get to a goal, right? So yeah, so exercising, you know, I'm doing that, and I found myself being really unmotivated in the past couple of days, and I'm like on day 40 now out of 90, you know, almost halfway there. But I felt myself really like, I can't do this anymore. I don't feel like doing it, especially when you do. I mean, yeah, social media plays a part in, you know, the goals that we strive for sometimes, right? Like, for example, you see a mother of 5 children and her body is snatched, right? You're gonna think like, I want that for myself, or I want to get there. But a lot of times, you know, we don't have that push, or we don't have those resources, I guess, like mentally, physically, to get to where we're going, right? So like, if you're feeling unmotivated in your business, right, you've came, for example, or your job, you came to a standstill when you're like, right now I don't see anything growing in this chapter right now, so I'm feeling really unmotivated. Or you reached your goal, right, and you're like, okay, what more can I strive for? I don't know, I've reached my goal, so I don't feel like doing another challenge or something like that, or meeting another deadline or meeting another goal, because it was such a challenge to go through that previous stage. So, you know, or being married or in a relationship, it's like, okay, I'm so frustrated. We've been arguing for some time now, and it's like, I don't have the energy to even like make this work anymore, or whatever the case may be. Feeling unmotivated, right? So like, how do you deal with that? Well, for me, in my situation, I'm blessed to say that I do have an accountability person. And yes, it is my husband. And you know, it could be your mom, it could be your best friend, it could be your dad, grandparents, you know, co-workers, somebody that when you tell them like, hey, I'm just not feeling motivated, you want that person to be like, okay, let's go through a list, or let's talk about how can we get you back on track, right? So like, I'm blessed to say that Keon is that for me. So when I was feeling that way, like, babe, I don't feel like working out. I barely even feel like doing like things like YouTube. I don't feel like doing anything. I felt myself, right, getting back into the baby blues, where he, you know, took it upon himself to say, okay, well, I know that you get up and you walk every day to do for your exercising. Let me go out there with you and work out with you. Let's take the kids. Let's do this. And you know what? Honestly, it helped me. Like, it made me think to myself, like, okay, I can do this again. Like, because it was through that time that I was pushed through an unmotivated time that I believe my strength gotten stronger. Like, my mind, my whatever spirit that was on me to just sit there and be comfortable and to give up, it was washed away from me. It was because I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it. And we went out and we walked, and that was good, you know? So I come here and I say for the first one, make sure you have an accountability person. Make sure that person is the one that's like, okay, no, we about to get this together. Like, you gotta do this, right? So number one. Number two, for me, prayer, right? And sometimes you get unmotivated to pray. For me, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I get unmotivated to do my devotionals. I get unmotivated to say thank you, God, or sometimes I forget to do that, right? But honestly, that's what gets me through. Just talking with God, and even when I'm feeling unmotivated, letting God know, like, look, I really don't feel like praying right now, but I know I need to come to you and talk to you, right? So that is my second thing, prayer. The third one I'm gonna leave you guys with is to just do it, right? That's what your body is so used to being in comfortable situations, right? Your body is used to feeling just like I said, just comfortable. But if you push yourself, if you do it, you are not only, you know, reaching that goal or getting closer to something, you are stimulating chemical balances in your mind and your body to make you feel good and to make you believe and know that you can do this. Like, this is attainable. I can do it. I will do it. I am doing it, right? So just do it. You know, talking with your spouse, like, I don't feel like talking because we've been arguing for the past couple of days. You know what? I don't care, right? Because being in a relationship is a commitment every single day. You have to do that commitment every single day. Just going to your spouse and be like, okay, I know, let's not talk about yesterday and how we were mad. Let's talk about how we can solve this today. And even if you have to do that the next day and the next day, that's fine, you know, with your business, with your job. Like, oh, I don't want to reach out to these new clients because the last few shut me down. So, but you never know, that next client can be your best client, right? Or even with exercising, or, you know, eating healthy, because that's really an important aspect for me. And I'm talking to myself as well, y'all. Like, it's, you know how it makes you feel when you don't do it, right? Don't get into that comfortable space and say, I'm not going to do it, and then end up not doing it the next day after that, and then the next day after that. Just go out there. Even if you just show up, that's a victory. You know, that's the take home for this, y'all, is show up. When you're feeling unmotivated, just show up. When you don't feel like going to that meeting, or, you know, following through with the plan or business plan that you said that you were going to do, just show up. It's a lot of blessings that come from you just showing up, whether that's you gaining more strength, you getting that best client, you making 7-10 years of marriage feel like new. You know, like, it's just showing up. I'm in this point in my life right now where I'm learning that it is success in that routine to come every day, to come to whatever it is you got going on every day. Don't get me wrong. Yes, rest is good as well. But you want to make sure that in your time of rest that you know that, okay, in this time of rest, I am going to make it a way to make sure that tomorrow or even later on today, I'm still going to bring something to the plate for that goal. Whether that's reading a book or, you know, something like in that time of rest, making sure, you know, because we are what we eat, we are what we watch, we are what we consume, we are who we hang around. So make sure, you know, I'm not feeling motivated today, I'm going to rest. I'm going to watch something at least 10 minutes for today, something that applies to what I'm into. So that way I'm still showing up, right? So yeah, I'm still putting in some type of effort to what I am striving for, you know? So I say with all that to say, like, you know, just keep going, y'all. Especially in this time of a pandemic. I know that it's easier said than done in most of these cases, but know that it's okay to say that I am unmotivated today. Know that it's okay to go through situations like this, go through times like this. Know that you and I, we're both human. We're not perfect, right? So just keep going. So remember, y'all, accountability person, pray and just show up. And don't forget that rest. Rest is good, but make sure when you're resting, at least put 5 minutes of that day towards watching, reading, talking about what you are striving for. I want to close this video out with saying that you are beautiful. We are all getting through this thing called life, and we will continue to do that together. Drop a comment below. Let me know something that you do in times of when you're feeling unmotivated, because I know I need all the advice as well too when it comes to what I can do when I'm feeling these bouts of times. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Like I always say, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your best friend, tell everybody, y'all. And be encouraged. This is Jackie signing out with the Browns Family TV. Peace.